something big was going down on top of the event earlier. You seen that superhero supply store? The lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. Sick. Have to learn to tune it out.
I got myself into.
I'm so bored!
Guess they haven't got around to building all those fancy hotels yet.
questions in a row and win a fabulous prize. You've completed the quiz! Congratulations! Don't stop now! There is Chronopolis crazy quiz machines out there to challenge.
Oh no, please, I don't want any more trouble. Oh, sorry. It's just people have usually run away screaming or tried to set me on fire by now. It's actually quite a relief to be able to have a real conversation. After that episode in the tomb, I'm just about ready for a change of pace. In fact, I was rather hoping to try my hand at this hero lock. Do you think you could show me the ropes? Then it's settled. Lead the way, teacher, and show me the awesome art of heroism. That person screams. Does that mean they need help or they want some kind of cash prize? I've heard conflicting reports. Ah yes, the pulverizing. I'm painfully aware of this stage of heroism. Worry not, citizen. You have been rescued.
Ah! Get away from me!
What? But I'm... Well, that could have gone better. Let's try someone else. Maybe I need to work on my bedside manner. Hey, just think, if you're injured, you won't have... Another helpless victim. Let's shave them. Is that the expression? Hey, buddy. It's okay. You're safe now.
Ah! He's hideous! Run away!
Huh? What did I do wrong that time? Third time lucky? Come on. Hopefully we can find someone else in trouble. Wait. Hoping someone in trouble is bad, isn't it? Okay. This time I'm going to try a different approach that will work for sure.
What have the Avengers got against Kang? What's the problem with the regimented rule anyway?
Let's go Tuesday. I can't...
No! Oh,
you're safe now, so submit to your safety at once!
Those all...
Somehow I think I'm actually getting worse at this. How does anyone actually do this job? You make it look so easy. So, is it me? Am I truly so terrified? It would seem a different approach is required here. Something on a grander scale, perhaps. My old pal Morbius would probably have some good ideas if I could find him. Could you do me another favor? If you see Morbius, tell him Mommy is ready to initiate Operation MASH.
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue. What have the Avengers got against Kane? What's the problem with the extended rule anyway?
Right now, and you could win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction at the job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
Complaining about the so-called Manhattan blizzard. Just be grateful I didn't park your stupid city next to the dark dimension like I originally planned.
Hey! You gotta get me out of here!
Can you answer this question? Right answer. One test your knowledge. The correct answer. Sorry, that's wrong.
Could this be the realm where Captain Davis has a large following for his skills in archery? Robin Rood, I believe they called him.
What's that? Mummy sent you? He explained everything in his letter. As much as I'd love to help my old bandage buddy out, I've got problems of my own here. The locals here are not big fans of monsters. I don't want to get too into it, but there's some seriously antiquated opinions at large here. What's not so antiquated is the lock on this door. Looks like they picked up a few pointers from their modern neighbors when they set this up. Help me bust it open. And then we can talk about helping Mummy with his business. Very good. Now, about getting this door open. See that guard over there? He's the one who locked me in here, so he's probably a good place to start. What's going on out there?
I must...
This seems promising. Whatever you did, it's opened one of the locks. So, I guess you just do that for the others.
It appears someone is in a hurry to report illness.
Feast them or something? Because these tax rates are daylight robbery.
Kang here, wondering why I'm yet to be complimented on the fact that I managed to get not one, not two, but 3 Manhattans in one world. That's the kind of value you just don't get from other conquerors.
Another lock opened! Yeah, keep it up!
I'm surprised we don't have the technology to...
A third lock opens, inching me ever closer to sweet freedom!
How does Kang make his voice come from those strange objects? Is it some sort of like... Well, whatever it is, it's annoying, and I need it to stop. Thanks. I thought I was a goner.
Great job. I knew you could do it.
All right, that did something. What? I can't exactly see. Try taking a look around. Ah! Sweet freedom! Thank you, my friend! Now I am finally free to satisfy this burning hunger! I don't suppose you saw an open burger stand on your way here? Well, never mind that for now. There is much to be done to ensure that the world opens its eyes and accepts that monsters are people too! Stay tuned, friend, for things are about to get monstrous! But in a good way.
Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
Hey, you didn't think you could be that helpful and not unlock a new Gwenpool mission, did you? Go check out that bad boy.
Well, I'm off to meet Mummy! Next stop, Hydra Empire!
Ah! A monster!
Tell it to someone who cares, you screeching simpleton!
Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being...
Trick or treat! Is it Halloween in the Hydra Empire? Sadly not. Living Mummy, Morbius, and Man-Thing are simply trying to enjoy a cup of joe at a cafe. But unfortunately, they seem to be upsetting the locals, which is getting our hideous trio a little ticked.
Where's the tolerance for the unusual in this city?
Man-Thing seems to say with his slurping vegetable mouth. Sorry, Moss Features. Hydra folks are not known for their accepting and fun-loving personalities. I'd be more scared of them than they are of you, to be honest. Hold the phone. Maybe I was wrong about Hydra's attitude to fun. A parade? Through Hydra Square? Perfect, thinks Morbius. If we enter a float, give out sweets, we can show everyone we're not just three hideous monsters. Man-Thing is on board. The living mummy just moans at all the work he'll have to do.
Hammering!
I love a parade, and I love monsters, so I'm super excited to see how this turns out. Go on, help these poor dudes while I try to get in on the fun. See if you can spot me. Good luck with the crazy float idea, monster dudes! And here we are, live at the weekly Red Skull Honorary Parade in Hydra Square. And oh my, do we have some wonderful parade floats on show today!
That's right, Gwen. They sure know how to put on a good show here in the Hydra Empire!
Come, my friends. We must construct our parade float and win first prize!
Looks like we have a new float being prepared down below, Gwen.
Yes, Gwen. It seems like the monstrous trio of Morbius, Living Mummy, and Man-Thing want to join in on the fun, too.
do I get myself in these crazy situations?
know how.
They sure do, Gwen. And the crowd are going wild down there.
Hail, Hydra! Immortal Hydra! My Hydra technology is superior to all.
Baron Zemo is greater than you all.
I sure hope the guy driving that forklift truck has insurance.
Oops. Seems there's some kind of liquid vibranium spillage out near the restrooms. Oh, and now those have collapsed too. It's chaos down there, Gwen.
It sure is, Gwen. I don't know what to make of this, but if those guys aren't careful, there won't be a parade left to take part in.
Going on that ride for a while. What about you, Gwen?
Well, Gwen, in all my years of commentating on this legendary Hydra parade, I can't say I've ever seen anything like this before.
You said it, Gwen!
Yes, Gwen. Yes, I did.
It's more beautiful than I ever imagined. Now to sit back and enjoy the ride with a nice glass of plasma. Plasma. We are no heroes. We are monsters, and proud of it.
All aboard! Toot toot! Our three monsters certainly showed the folk of the Hydra Empire that they're not just hideous, shambling oddballs. Taking pride of place in the parade, our boys are showing a new, open, and friendly side to the crowd. Maybe the civilians weren't quite ready to see this new side, however. In fact, it's difficult to tell exactly what's going through the crowd's mind, as they seem to be stunned into silence, or maybe paralyzed with fear. It's a tough crowd, this one, guys. I think even adorably cute Groot would have a hard time melting those hearts. Still, if the crowd turn ugly, the living mummy has loads of bandages to patch up his boys if they take a bump. I'm going to try and make good our escape. Onward!
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Statue of Liberty look a little off to anybody else?
Trick or treat! Is it Halloween in the Hydra Empire? And here we are, live at the weekly Red Skull Honorary Parade in Hydra Square. And oh my, do we have some wonderful parade floats on show today!
That's right, Gwen. They sure know how to put on a good show here in the Hydra Empire.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Ugh. Doesn't look like this is my kind of thing.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya? I think this cement stand the man as the king of cameos. Excelsior!
I can't wait. go.
Possession is 9/10 of the claw! I hope no one heard me say that.
Excelsior!
It's Red Skull Tuesday. I can't wait to see the parade.
This is your glorious... Kang Day. Happy Kang Day, everyone. What? What do you mean it's not Friday? Oh. In other news, all other days are now also Kang Day. Happy Kang Day.
That place has really gone downhill.
Imagine being outside of the authority of President Zola. The thought of it makes me sad for those unlucky enough to be enslaved by so-called freedom. Sometimes I wonder if maybe we've overdone it with the number of Hydra skulls everywhere. But then I remember the old saying, you can take the Patriots out of North America, but you can't take the Patriots out of North America.
Long live President Zola!
Hail Hydra!
Those awful Avengers, they ruined our best Baron Simon statue.
Citizens of Chronopolis are reminded not to wantonly deface public property. Specifically, stop putting those weird top hats on top of things.
Maybe block.
surveillance drone is a punishable offense. Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang. Kang surveillance drone now approaching. Please move aside. Kang is watching you. Always watching. Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone. Kang surveillance drones operate in this area to ensure all citizens are living up to the expectations of our glorious leader, Kang. Citizens are reminded that every waking moment of their lives is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Kang spies with his digital eye something beginning with...
Hey. Hey, it's me, Agent 13. Think you can help me get these elevators open? I have a sneaking suspicion Alexander Lukin has a cosmic cube locked up in this building. I just need to get inside so I can check it out. Huh? Yes, I'm dressed as the lizard, and yes, it actually fooled the guards. There should be a power supply around here somewhere.
I must protect my people in this strange new world.
This unusual object baffles me.
That's blown it. Doesn't look like I can ride it like that. Hopefully elevator number 2 won't let me down. Be a doll and open it up for me, would you? Elevator is not worthy.
The mighty Thor will make short work of this. I am Groot?
Well, that's not technically a cube, and it's definitely not the cosmic kind I was after. That was bad intel. Very bad intel. How about you take that thing and we just forget this ever happened?
happen to anybody ever! Thanks. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna have to defend myself.
Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for entry into the Terrible Tinkerer's Technical Track Trial. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it, such agility, most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. The massless field flux should self-limit. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? The massless field flux should self-limit. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Reporting for duty.
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Come back anytime you want to challenge the course. I could always use more test data, and there might be other rewards.
Is this a new TV? I can't figure out the remote. How do I switch to Kang News? Fridge. Do we have any cream cheese?
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for a picture.
Someone else is gonna have to handle the...
How do I get my...
Dr. Strange has on his sanctum. Where can I get one of those?
Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside a bounce house around here. Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah, probably unrelated.
Oh! I did it! I made another cameo! Gotta add this one to my list at home. Excelsior!
I ain't seen this much trash in one place since my last family reunion.
The Tales know this place as the nexus of all realities. where worlds collide, and where I hope to find...
That's all well and good, but it ain't helping me get this safe open. Gotta be all sorts of dinero.
These resemble my lady's belongings, but something is not quite right. As I thought, a hex has been placed upon this luggage. Have at you, foul garments!
That's all well and good, but it ain't helping me get this safe open. Gotta be all... Beauty of a cannon. But reckon we're gonna need that dynamite over yonder to really blast this safe. Pull it on over, would you? That's all well and good, but it ain't helping me get this safe open. Gotta be all sorts of dinero in there. Lend me a hand, and maybe I'll share it with you.
Hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got...
I am Korvac. There is no entity more powerful in the universe.
All right. This ought to blow the whole caboodle and then some. Everybody, shut your bazoos and stand back. Blammo!
This is the treasure you were after?
Of course it ain't. Now I'm all petered out and none the richer for it. Though maybe this stick in the mud is hiding some kind of gold nugget.
We may as well find out. I'm in no hurry to return and explain to my lady that I slayed her chattel.
Yeah, I guess we've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
Was a real giant.
What kind of otherworldly nonsense is this? Doesn't look worth the bricks it's built from.
Send it back down. Man was not meant for flight.
I can have...
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up in that ruined building. Man.
Did you just swipe something out of that contraption?
Let it go, my friend. There is more to life than dinero. Incidentally, you are aware that money pours out of pretty much everything you break in this world, aren't you?
You're telling me this now?
I feel like I've been walking for hours.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
I cannot rescue them alone, but who wouldst aid me? Pray, friend, hear my plight. The great frog king Glugwort and his people hath been taken captive by the most fearsome rat of all, Ratso. Thou might scoff, but I assure ye that Ratso and his army are not to be trifled with, or any other kind of puddinged with. Thou must aid me in rescuing the frog folk. As but a single frog, I fear mine chances of success alone are as good as naught. What say ye? Well met. Then follow me. Onward! Hark! Our quarry lies ahead. We shall dispatch these reprehensible rodents in the blink of an eye. Haha! Thou fights with the warrior's heart. Worry not, citizen, for the threat has been quelled. Hop home swiftly. I gather thou dost not hear the language of Franz, but know that he was grateful for our help. Now, let us press on. More rats! Let us take the fight to them. With thy aid, we shall surely emerge victorious. Those rodents hold thou no more. Return to thy dwellings, post haste. Yes, I shall relay the message. She wished me to pass on her gratitude, and that she is fond of thy sick style, whatever that means. Shall we proceed? Together, we shall defeat these beasts. Now is our moment. We strike!
The technology...
The enemy's hand has been stayed. Thou art free to go. Not even a thank ye from that one. No matter, our work is not yet done.
You've got bad guys causing trouble.
Must find bad people.
By Odin's beard, ye shall feel the thunder of mine hammer. Nefarious creatures, free my companion or face the consequences. The danger has passed. Is thou able to find thine own way home? I used to attend school with her, though she did not seem to recall me. And after countless occasions of lending her my eraser.
Probably because it was in software development.
Man, it's cold. I could really use some help here.
The following locations will be renamed as soon as the necessary paperwork Medieval England, medieval Kangland. Ka, Sakang. Wakanda, Lumeria.
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
Hark! That is the dreaded Rat, Ratso, and holds the king as his prisoner. Deplorable rodents! Feel the wrath of Frogilna. Have at thee, foul creature! Curse ye, Ratso! Thou shalt pay for this insult to our great king! My noble king, we have banished the rats. Thou art free. Well, I am humbled by your kind words, my liege. I would tell you what he said, but I fear the human tongue would not do it justice. Apologies. Well fought. With Ratso and his army driven from this land, King Glugwort and the rest of mine frog brethren are safe once more. Well, as safe as a frog can be in this strange place. We must still contend with one of Frogkind's greatest enemies, the one they call Lawnmower. But that is for another time. We must celebrate this victory, which would surely have eluded me had it not been for thy help. Thank you, friend. In return, I shall lend you the aid of Frogilner whenever you have need.
Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
Surveillance drone now approaching. Tampering with a camera. Surveillance drone now approaching. Please move aside.
Is the fisherman still having...
Tampering with a Kang surveillance drone is a punishable offense. Kang spy.
Objects.
Captain Marvel, Earth's mightiest hero. Prepare to be amazed.
Even as Sorcerer Supreme, it appears there are still a great many skills for me to learn.
I am Amora, but you may refer to me as Enchantress, if I allow you to.
The technology in Kang surveillance drones is impressive, but I don't appreciate being watched. I wonder how hard they'd be to destroy.
I can handle this. After all, you have to know these things when you're a king.